Hello everyone, I'm Adipata Alvi, a fourth-year economics student in Shahjalal University of Science and Technology. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Are you diving into a research project and feeling lost in the world of research methodologies? Don't worry, you are in the right place. Today we are breaking down the fundamentals of designing methodology. Let's get started. So, what exactly is research methodology? It's essentially the blueprint for your research, outlining how you will collect and analyze data to answer your research question. There are several approaches, but we will focus on the three most common approaches. The most common research methodology data collection approaches are quantitative method, qualitative method, and mixed method. Let's start with quantitative method. This approach is all about number and statistical analysis. It's used to test hypotheses and examine relationships between variables. Quantitative research primarily uses survey and experimental designs. Survey designs, as the name suggests, involve collecting data through surveys to understand trends, attitudes, or opinion within a population. Researchers analyze a sample of the population and then generalize the findings to the larger group. Experimental design, on the other hand, are used to test hypotheses of specific treatments or intervention while controlling for external factors. This involves selecting participants, defining variables, and using statistical analysis to interpret the result. There are several types of experimental designs, including before and after without control, after only with control, before and after with control, and randomized control trials. Now let's explore qualitative methods. Unlike quantitative method, this approach focuses on understanding meaning, experiences, and perspectives through non-numerical data. Qualitative research uses text and image data, emphasizing interpretation and meaning. Some key characteristics of qualitative research include data collection in natural settings, the researcher acting as the key instrument, and the use of multiple data sources. Other characteristics include inductive data analysis, a focus on participants' meaning, and the emergent design. Qualitative research also often incorporates a theoretical lens, has an interpretive nature, and uses a holistic approach. If you are planning a qualitative research project, there are some important guidelines to follow when writing your proposal. These guidelines include identifying your specific approach, providing background information, explaining how your strategy will shape your research, and discussing your site selection and activities. You should also discuss how you will gain entry to the setting, indicate the types of data you will collect, and explain how you will process, analyze, and interpret your data. As the last approach of our discussion, we have mixed method. Mixed method research combine qualitative and quantitative approaches to utilize their strengths and address their weakness. This approach is valuable in interdisciplinary research and when a research team has diverse methodological interests. Combining both methods provides a more comprehensive understanding of research problems and yields more insights than using either method alone. Here are some key aspects of mixed method research methodology. Sampling design. Sampling design involves selecting a portion of the population for study. There are two main types of sampling design, probability and non-probability sampling. Probability sampling is based on random selection while non-probability sampling is non-random. The basic sampling designs can be summarized in the following table. As you can see, unrestricted sampling, where elements are drawn individually, includes simple random sampling in probability sampling and haphazard or convenience sampling in non-probability sampling. Restricted sampling, where samples are drawn from a subset of the population, includes complex random sampling like cluster, stratified, and systematic sampling, and purposive sampling like quota and judgment sampling. Moving on to data collection. The data you need depends on your study's nature and research question. In mixed method, you will be collecting both quantitative and qualitative data. Quantitative data collection often involves structured tools like closed methods like observation, uh, closed-ended questionnaire, interviews, and lab experiments. Qualitative data uses methods like observation, interviews, documents, and audio-visual materials. When planning your data collection, you will need to specify the types and forms of data you will gather, whether they are open-ended or closed-ended. Also remember that sampling procedures in mixed methods can vary. You might use stratified, purposeful, sequential, concurrent, or multi-level sampling strategies. Finally, let's discuss the data processing and analysis. In quantitative research, processing often involves coding and decoding questionnaire items for statistical analysis. Quantitative data analysis includes descriptive statistics like mean and standard deviation and inferential statistics such as ANOVA and regression analysis to test hypotheses. Qualitative data analysis is about making sense to text and image data through reflection, asking analytical questions, and coding. In mixed methods, you will perform both quantitative and qualitative analysis and importantly, integrate the findings. In your research report, clearly describe how you analyzed and integrated the data, especially if you use sequential, concurrent, or transformative study designs. And that wraps up our brief overview of designing research methodology. I hope this has given you a solid foundation. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more research methods content. Feel free to leave any questions in the comment below. Thanks for watching.